Hi there. Hi, everyone. Yes. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Okay, I'll start. My name is Aranya. Just want to say welcome everyone to our very special day of training. It's a launchpad training. Aranya is from Thailand, LD2, and our team are very excited to join, Opulence Nation. First, when I got to know, we learned about Opulence Nation for 3 years ago. In Thailand, we're quite far from you guys in Canada. But after we learn more and more, my God, what got to me was the products, right? That's why I'm here today and I'm learning. Yep. So now I'm your host for today. Very proud and very happy. Thank you for tuning in. Now, allow me to introduce our powerful speaker today. Right. Naida Giangrosso. If I read your last name wrong, lifestyle director too from Canada. Naida is a results-driven professional with over 30 years of experience in sales and marketing, specializing in financial services sector. Throughout her career, she has held long-standing credential as a licensed financial advisor and corporate trainer, consistently recognized for her leadership, strategic communication, and team development capabilities. In addition to her financial background, Naida has expanded her expertise into health and wellness as a certified nutritional practitioner, Council of Canada, and a graduate of traditional Chinese medicine in acupuncture studies. She brings a unique, integrative perspective to leadership and business, grounded in discipline, integrity, and a commitment to continuous growth. Naida currently works in partnership with her husband, Ben Giangrosso, who is also in today, and continues to lead with purpose and vision. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Naida. Hi, Naida, how are you?
Thank you so much. Hello, Opulence Nation,
Right. So
our
the floor is
family.
yours.
You can hear me all right? Can you?
Yes, yes.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Aranya. There's such a beautiful introduction. I appreciate. And once again, I thank you. It's a privilege to be your speaker for tonight's call. And good evening, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you part in the world. We are all in this together, and I love to, to impart to you what I've learned from my experience during the time that I was from the financials to now. I'm still, sales and marketing have never left me. I'm always there, and I'm a firm believer of projects or programs or opportunities that once I believe in it, I really do, work on it. And I'd like to see my result out of that working. So it's my privilege. It is really a privilege to be your trainer tonight. And I do hope that I can bring a good contribution to our nation, to our Opulence Nation, from the experience I had in sales and marketing. And as always, I salute my coach and mentor, Boss Rico, BD Enrico, because I know that Opulence, it is really a switch to me because of the fact that my background in sales and marketing derives or came from financial industry. But then again, sales is sales, right? As we always say, it had never left me. So I am going to share my screen. And once again, if you have not call up your team, it is the best time to call them, and especially the new ones that just join our family, right, of Opulence, right, our Opulence Global Nation. It is very important. And once I had understood the whole system of Opulence, it just blew my mind. I know that we have a golden opportunity. I've seen many opportunities out there. I've seen many presentations out there, but I look at the leadership. I look at first is the organization, the leadership and the servanthood of the leaders that are running it. And I salute really the people that are behind the scene, the people that are contributing their best to make this happen. And so when I met, let alone when I met, our CEO and our SVP in couple of occasions, I really admire them. I'm really a fan of them. And so when actually it is not our BDM Rico that have asked me to be a trainer tonight. I'm actually the one who asked, can I try to train? Can I give my what I know? And I'm a leader that I always do real talk. Right. And so what I had experienced, we all have humble beginnings when we are starting our opportunity into one company. But this experience build us up, right? So we are here today for our Launchpad training. And if you are new and just join our Opulence Global Nation, I welcome you to a wonderful opportunity that lies ahead of you, that an opportunity that many of you have been here for 15 years and 18 years, like LD4 Renee, whom I had the pleasure of working with from time to time. From now on, from the time I became active with Opulence, and I really had a wonderful time with our leadership. So, what is our launchpad? What does it mean, right? Launchpad for me is it's like launching a rocket ship, right? So we all know how launch is, like launching. It's like giving birth to yourselves and launching yourselves and showing that here I am, right? It is a mandatory training. It is, when you say mandatory, this is what we call it is a must. Why do we need this? Because it's to ensure us for a fast and sustainable growth in our business with Opulence. So it is important to each and every one of us to know what we are launching, to know the type of business that we are in, and how we're going to launch ourselves with this business that we are in with Opulence. So when we say, how can I do this? How can I make this happen? When you join a business, it's kind of like you are in a guessing game, right? You kind of like, can I, there is some sort of doubt and nervousness. And so because you don't know if you're doing it right and you're doing it like, the proper way, is it good enough to attract people? But you see, when you say start strong with the Launchpad, it is behind you. You have to, or behind your at the back of your brain, you're saying that, like, if I would like this business to become successful, I have to be strong with everything. All of us have humble beginnings. All of us have stories to tell. All of us have some experience to share. And so this is what you can appreciate with our opportunity with Opulence Global, because they lay it out for us already. And this is the reason why we say we start strong with our Launchpad. Your essential business guide to thrive in Opulence Global has a step-by-step instructions already. It has powerful strategies. It is a mindset that will enable you to reach that success level if you change your mindset. Right? We all have our mindset set differently. We all have our mindset believing differently. But when you are with this type of business with Opulence Global, what is it that you saw in here that changed your mindset and then going through to that success? We also have income growth tactics, right? How are we going to grow our business? And this is the reason why we need this launchpad training. We need to know the ins and the outs, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's over and over again. And mind you, like, even so, like, my husband is there, and I told him, like, when it comes to the money part, you take care of it. You train people for that, because of the fact that sometimes it gets too overwhelming for me as well, right? Because I wanted it so badly for our teammates to know these things. I wanted them to know the value of what we have with our Opulence global business. This is perfect for everyone that is just join. I know our team this week had signed up, I think about 6 or 7 people, I believe, right, all around the world. And I thank you for the work of our team. Thank you so much for the hard work. And this is the result of after attending our boot camp in Montreal and succeeding attendance on the training. So this launchpad has different segments, right, that we can apply in our business with Opulence. This is also good for if you want to refresh, like, refresh what and every person has his own style of doing their business, but there is only one system that we have to implement. Nevertheless, by doing this and by learning the launchpad, we can start strong, we can build smart with our business, and on our way to launch ourselves to success. Of course, there's passion and desire. What is my passion? First, before and what is my desire? First, I have to ask myself, what is my why? What is the why that will drive me to my passion and my desire to launch myself strong with Opulence business? Is this passion, is this passion good enough or big enough? Or if I say, if this is a why for me to drive my passion, what is my why? Ask yourself, what is your why? Is it big enough to make you cry so that it can drive you? That passion can drive you to reach your why, to get that answer for your why. Is that big enough? Like, the desire, is it burning? Is it really burning within you that it is like, you become passionate in telling what you have in your hand? That's why every day we network. I always say this to our team, right? That every day we tell people what we do, whether you're a nurse, you're a teacher, an accountant, your background of teaching, or maybe a plumber, construction, whatever, right? But deep down inside, you know for yourself what is really your passion and desire that drives you to see Opulence opportunity. The two main driving force behind success is passion and desire, true indeed, right? But the thing is that, is this passion big enough for us to do this every day? It's just like opening up our business, right? And opening up a Tim Horton, whether it's Starbucks, whatever. Which is what is our desire? Is it just our desire is to brew coffee? Okay, we are on a health and beauty business, right? Is our desire is just that simple enough that if you're looking for a new home, maybe downsize and go to luxurious living, change your lifestyle. What is our daily routine, right? To drive our passion and desire. Maybe we can say that I don't want to say simple. I look at my slide this morning, even so last night, and I asked myself about this and to make a specifics that sometimes we are already content on the home that we have. Sometimes we are content already on the lifestyle that we have, and all we want is the social networking, and to meet new people. Sometimes our daily routine is that we can add up, but because of maybe sometimes our age, because of our busy schedule, our daily routine maybe is more sufficient enough. And that will become an excuse for us to install ourselves and not to reach our passion and desire. So I say to myself that if my passion and desire is not burning in me, My home, my lifestyle, my daily routine, I have to recalibrate. I have to visit that. And so I say to myself, do I really want just a little extra income? And so what will be the first move I need to do? Right? So, or do I want a different or better income or more income? Like, I heard this from, when we have a training with LD4 and said, like, you can write off this business of ours and opulence and everything and like that because we have a business. Is this little extra income sufficient enough to write off business expenses? So let's recalibrate our driving force, which is our passion and desire to have this, to drive us, to drive us to a great success in launching ourselves with our Opulence Global business. So I'm going to walk you through into Opulence Commandment, which is the first initial setup on how we can launch ourselves strong. Of course, the first thing that we have to do is your initial setup steps to launch your Opulence Global business has 9 things to do, right? And one of them is add us to your contact list. This afternoon, I received an email from or a message from our LD4 Renee and gave us a link to for things of like the social media, the things to do and stuff like that. And I look into it, and it is really bullet point, very easy to understand. So when you add us to your contact list, who are we adding? We're adding up the support, the corporate, right? So I'm gonna skip this one first. This is what we are adding up when we say contact list. And you can copy this, you can take a screenshot, copy this, or I can send it into our group chat, or onto your My5, this link so that you can see or you can download this contact list that can help you with this. Okay, so social media, this is now our world. We're surrounded with, and live with social media. It's not gonna those days that we go to our neighbors and send chat with them. Now, with the help of the internet, yes, there is pros, there is cons, right? And we pick up the good things and we trash out the ones that is not applicable to us, but it is helpful, right? So because it is now a fad of this generation, we follow the link that is set up for us. I know I've seen Amarjit has this also. Renel Yao has this also on social media. I follow them, but our corporate has social media as well, and so it is from time to time. Even when you go to your back office, you'll see the links to our social media, and this is number 3 is a must. The moment our members sign up, a new person sign up and is added to your team or to our family, when I say our team, right? You set them up, and my husband, I know, is very quick on this. He sets up the My5 right away. The My5 is not the person and below them. The My5, which is neat, I've not seen that, right? The My5, which is brilliant for me, is that person or that new member and above. So we add up, my husband add up everybody there, right? That is above that person, right? The person that recruited that person, the person that is the upline. So I have me, I have Virak, my husband, Dr. Henry, and Renee Amarjit is there. So the whole line of who we know is our uplines. So that's the reason why we need the My5, because there are, in the beginning, we have questions and we wanted to address that question, but we don't know who to approach and how to say it and how to do it. The hows and the whys and the what is there, and so the My5 is there to support us, right? Number 4 that we need to do, which is a must in Opulence Commandment, is to rank up the lifestyle advisor. Why? Because we want the privileges. We want the benefits attached to it. So Lifestyle Advisor Plus has, like, I did this in a very simple analogy, and I learned this from Dr. Henry. When, say, for example, somebody would like to buy a package, right? And instead of signing them up for 1,300, which they get 16 or 17 bottles, it is just but right, common sense, to add up an additional 600 and bump it up, that order, to another 18 bottles, right? So that's why, if you have not done so, if you're still sitting on a brand partner, or you wish to upgrade, from time to time we have promotions. Take advantage of it. I know maybe money is can be an issue sometimes, but if we really are that have this burning passion and desire, money we will find to make it happen. So number 4 commandment of opulence is to rank up to Lifestyle Advisor Plus. Then we set up our monthly smart buy. What is a smart buy? I think all of us know that a smart buy is it's a good way, it's a brilliant way that our CEO have put it together, that we are not receiving a month-to-month ownership that we got stuck up with products in our, sent to our house, but it is stashed away that when we need that, we already have the money or the funds to buy it, or shopping credits to buy it. And that's brilliant, because sometimes you don't know that this month you still have the fountain of life, or you still have the divine, now you have enough shopping credits through your smart buy that you set up yourself with, to now pre-order your collagen. I know I have some shopping credits that I accumulated, and you know what, my birthday passed 2 weeks ago, and I said, how about I treat myself for a birthday gift? And so I use that through my smart buy, right? So that's quite a smart thing to do, right? All right, number 6 is joining our weekly webinars, right? We always have weekly webinar, right? And I tell myself I have to attend an event. Because if I say it is just a meeting, it's just a webinar, I say, maybe next week, maybe not this time. So it's just me, right? I don't know about you, but the weekly webinar is a must. You know why? Because I can pick up something, one word or two from the speaker of that evening or that weekly meeting, right? That I have not heard from before, right? So we might think that, yeah, it's just a repetition. It's just product crossfire. It's just one launch pad. But guess what? You know what? Weekly webinars is like, we're like a plant. And so it is good to attend to these weekly webinars, so that we will grow more and we will learn more, and our belief, our faith will be established on the program or the opportunity that we are in, on the business that we are going to launch is strong, on the business that we wanted that will try for success. So the weekly webinars that is set already, everything is set for us. You know what? I look at it as like, boy, this companies is spoiling us so much. We are spoiled brats. I'm sorry to say that, but we are. You know what I mean? In a good way, right? We don't have to worry about it. Even though it's already laid out for us, sometimes we kind of like become complacent here and there. So by joining our weekly webinars, guess what? If you are the person who wish to launch your business strong and using our weekly webinars, guess what? And you have a team, or you have a person that you're interested to join you, they're going to follow you, because you are the one that's doing it first, right? Be a do it first leader. Okay. Number 7, become a master of prints and links, right? What does that mean? The master of prints and links, like we already have a ready-made brochures and handouts and leaflets and other things that we can use to help us promote our business. So use the prints and links, right? Be a forensic, be a pro. right? Get your MOBAX. What is that? It is our, I look at our MOBAX. What did I say to me? Is my method, is my system, right, to operate. My method of operation. And when we say be forensic, you can kind of like, when I first heard this, I never heard this. This is my first time to hear. It's not first time to hear this from this opportunity. But what I'm saying, that forensic is just like we are like CIA agents, right? FBI agents. Be forensic, be a pro, right? There is a stage we have to go through to become a pro, right? But we have to build it. We have to establish it. And so when we get our method of operation, right, we now can do this like color coded way, right? The color code is that, okay, this is my customer, yellow, this is my green, my teammates, right? Maybe red is going to be like a cue cards, right? And you put it into a box that will enable you to open it day to day if you wish to. It's just like I have it in the clinic, that I color coded our file, so I know which one is the for acupuncture, which one is for massage, which one is for chiro. So the same with our method of operation box, right? Very important to register for iPayout. Why? Because we'd like to know. I know my husband is good at this. He will register. He will call our teammates and register everyone, or ask everybody if they are already set for their iPayout. Why? Because to bring that excitement that, yay, I got one, I signed up one. And Ate Rufina, so 76 years old, as you know, when she called my husband to set her iPayout, and she was so excited to receive that extra $1,000 in her pocket. Actually, it's more, right? Extra $1,000 in her account. You see what I mean? In her bank account. So it's very important to review this opulence commandment and set it up right away. The moment we have a new person that we sign up, and if you have not done so, because we have other teammates that they've been in the business for 2-3 months, and they have not set up this way. No MyFi, no iPayout. They don't know the method of operation. They don't know how to rank up to lifestyle advisor. And so what's going to happen if they don't know, they're going to die. We call that sign in and die. They're just going to lose their internet. So we wanted to make sure we're on top of this. Okay. Like I said, this is our contact list, right? Which I can send it into all our My5's connection. And this come from LD4 Renee. And there you say stay connected. There is also our join this Facebook page, Opulence Global Nation page and stuff like that. When you click this link, you will be able to get into that. Okay, let's move along to the first things first. 3 simple steps. Show live tour online. What is the first thing first you need to do to make it, to drive your business into some actions, into things that there's an activity. So when you think of somebody to present with, or someone that has health challenges, right? You have people that have health challenges that might be, that our fountain of life can be an answer to them. So what do? Right? Practice makes perfect, right? But we have to be practicing it, in at the most, as much as we can, so that we can perfect it, right? So we show our live tour online or in person using the flip chart or the placemat. Like, I call this the napkin presentation if it's on the placemat, right? We don't have to be so technical and say to them all the jargons. Let the business opportunity and SVP Sanasa already have a video that, even though you don't know how to present it the way we present it in a business overview at the head office or maybe in person, you plug in. Sometimes I do that. Like, I send them the video, and then I say to them, while I am waiting for them to finish, I say, how about we watch it together? And while I'm on the other line, I am already writing down, who is this person? How did I know this person? What is this person looking for, right? Either I do the FOL tour or I do our business tour. right? So show our lighter online, and if you can't say it, if you don't know how to present it, use the video available for us by our SPPs and us. Launch the new mall on your opportunity. Okay, the new mall, when you launch the new mall and remember we have an e-mall, right? So there goes our page, opulence.com, username opportunity. Just type that in, and there you go, the business opportunity. And then provide or lead the new team members to the next training, right? When we had signed up the 7 people this week, I told the leaders that signed them up that make sure they are going to be joining us into our next product crossfire. Or better still, I requested a one-on-one with them, right? And welcome them myself. And we welcome them between the person who invited them and have signed them up, and me and my husband. And then here comes Dr. Henry and Renee always, and Amarjeet always sending them welcome. I love that. They feel connected right away. They feel welcome right away. So it's very important that we lead them, our new teammates or our new team members to our global family, to the next training available. So when in doubt, zoom out, right? As easy as that. What got you excited when you first saw the opulence plan? What is it really? Our testimonial always sells. Whatever we say, this is our selling point. So, with such clarity, we have 2-minute testimonial. We just need to perfect it. I have my own testimonial, and it goes on and on, and I don't have to prolong my story. I just wanted to tell them that how good it is that when I found this, I become better. My health become better, right? And say, what do you mean? Then if they have more time to sit with me, then I can say to them now my story of how did I began with Opulence Global, right? But the 2-minute story that I'm selling to them is my story to bring curiosity, because I know maybe they have 1 or 2 health conditions that's the same like mine, right? So they can attest to whatever I am doing. So our company already have the clarity. Be clear. So the clarity of our system, the simplicity of what you just need to execute, and thereby duplication will start to happen. And that is the key there. We want the duplication. We want a system that is duplicatable, that will be able to, everybody be able to duplicate the system itself. And so just imagine as if we are 500 members, and these 500 members are executing the live tour, whether it's FOL or the business opportunity, then the revenues will come to your business. Then there comes, the changes when it sounds like, what if an extra income will come? I don't want an extra. I want the full income. All right. So the first things first, the first thing we have to do when I say this is change our mindset. We can do it ourselves. So therefore, if we would like to make this happen, we have to be a student of the system. So don't fight it. Don't fight the system. Adopt it. Because there must be an adoption of a system from the day that you sign up, from the day you launch yourself with Opulence Global Opportunity, right? I have to, say to myself, though I'm a leader in other fields, right? And other things that I'm doing and what I've done from before, I still need to be a student and have this teachable spirit and allow others to teach me so that I can know the system that I am working on and be able to adapt it and be able to teach others this system that becomes simple and duplicatable. So I have to admit to myself, I cannot do it by myself. I cannot do it by myself. I need help. I need to help to understand the system. And thankfully enough, it's my husband who's his passion and desire to know more about health and to know more about this program. He's the one who taught me. And sometimes I say, no, but why is this? Why is that? But I know I need to be coachable. That's the first thing first that I did. I didn't fight the system. I adopted. Then I say, what's my win principle? Adopt, was my win principle. What is this win principle that they have? What is important right now? That is the system itself. What is the first things first? What is the important thing I need to do? So simple business don't follow anyone. No experiments. The main thing is follow the system and you will win, right? So just imagine that if Tim Hortons doesn't have the right, how do you say this in English? The right way to prepare coffee, right? How can it be tasty and so people will come back over and over again? It must be a duplicatable system that they have put in place so that anyone who's going to run that machine to prepare that coffee, they must know what they are doing. And that is a system. Everybody, imagine if we don't have a system, everything will be in chaos. So that's why I say the first thing first we need to do is change our mindset, right? Regardless of what your experience is, regardless of who you are, regardless of you are richer than whoever or poorer than whatever, you want this, that path because you have your passion and desire to win. Therefore, we have to make sure that we are implementing the system that is in place, right? We have to have uniformity in our team. The system is there to, to execute uniformity in our team. Because if there's always a confusion of this one leader says this and this another leader says this and this another one is doing this and this another, you know what? There will be confusion. And instead of being productive, you know what? We inactivity is being welcome, and then we die down. Like, we are just going to lose our desire to execute what we know. And it will I find that, like, if everybody's doing their own thing, it is just instilling fear to others that, oh my god, I don't know what to do. There one, LD4 Rene says this and Naida says this, and but imagine if we are all uniform, we're singing the same song, we are in sync. Guess what? It becomes easier to the new members that we have, right? So the company provides the system and training already. All we got to do is embrace it. And of course, I take pride with our uplines, right? My upline VRAC, our upline VRAC, Dr. Henry, Renee, yes, maybe Dr. Henry and I may be, the same, this as health practitioner or alternative medicine practitioner. Maybe we are in the same level in that. But I know that his experience are far greater when it comes to the health than me. So whatever I know also that Dr. Henry is valuing my opinion. And so as LD4, I love working with Rene. He's fun and he's our baby. So but like what, he works hard and he plays with the team. He's not by himself. He's not this upline leader that you cannot approach him. And that's one thing I love about it, right? So when the company already provides the system and the training for us, the upline's duty is to provide the inspiration and support, which I see that with with Renee being a good example to all of us. Ifra, who's been so vibrant, so like full of energy and like and can you can never run out of wisdom. I'm thankful for that. I'm learning from it. And many others, because we all have different experiences. And I always say this to our team, even when I was training on different segment, I say that, like, imagine your strength combined to my strength, and we put it all together and then follow a great system. Boy, explosion is going to happen, right? Don't think of yourself that you're just a follower. I can just bring a people. I can just bring the people to, and then I let you sign up as the leader. You do the presentation. We both are leaders. You are a leader that can lead people to the system, but I am a leader that can do the presentation. So we both giving out inspiration and support to one another, let alone it will fire up to our team. System over over substance. Momentum grows on clarity and simplicity. That's the reason why we always say one team, one dream, one system. Building the billion and to the billion. You know what? It is a song that we're singing together because the system will produce its substance, the momentum that we love to see to grow in clarity and simplicity. You either have one system or no system at all. This is what our CEO have said. We have one system. We implement one system. The reason why we have that to brings what duplication, so it will enable us to grow, and as simple as we can bring it out there to our nation, to and thankfully we can market Opulence Global to 200 nations. Just imagine that, and 200 nations doing the same system. Explosion galore is going to happen. One dream, one team, one dream, one system. So what are our vital for success? How do we see that we can bring our business to the vital of success, right? There are 10 reasons. I always say that we build our business from event to event. And let me tell you, my family, my Opulence family, that if we treat our business as casually, we will end up in casualty. So it is important that our events bring us a different, how'd you say this? It brings us a different excitement. It brings us to a different level of belief. And so that's why, if we can, let's bring ourselves, or let's make sure that we participate in events, right? We participate in headquarters opening. That was a great opening. It's so sleek, it's so elegant. It makes you feel like you're a Hollywood star. Oh boy, and with the representation, the mayor and the dignitaries that's being in there, and you're part of that, and then these are the reasons why we use the events are our lifeline to our business. Why? Because we are all leaders in the making. Right? This is where uplines start their journey to become leaders. We all are leaders in the making. We all are leaders that are going to bring the torch to its finish line. We all are runners in the field. And so there is no such thing as because LD4 has been there 18 years and has a $5 million, and he's already a success historian. We cannot make it. No. We do. It's just that we have to ask ourselves again, let's go back to what is our why, right? So we bond, we learn from the leaders that have that humble beginnings and will tell us their story, how they made it. Right. That's why success story is there. That's why from someone that is we have a teammate that is that is a patient that turns member, which is a ace, and then his story have sold many FOL because of that among his family alone. And is he not a leader? Of course he is. Where our uplines start their journey to become leaders, and we all are leaders in the making. Where we bond happens within the team. When Renee and us, after they surprised me with a birthday party. I didn't know that that they have this. They were planning that even before we went there in Montreal, and we bond. I bond with them, new people that I don't know, I have not met, and I know that Renee sang, by the way, and so you know that Renee can sing. I just wanted you to know. So there's a bonding of love. There's a bonding of truthfulness, of humbleness. There's a synergy that will happen when you bond. You know what I mean? Your intimidation. Yeah, you see, I'm one leader that easily I get intimidated and I shy away. But once I know the people that is around me, and then I come out of my leaf. You know what I mean? I come out of my shell, and then I become, the happy, jolly Naida. You know what I mean? But but in the beginning, I'll just look around. I'm ashamed, and it's always my husband who I push and say, "Go ahead, go, go, go." But now I learn how to bond, and I love to, when I bond with Ifra's group, I love them. Like, they are my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So where the system builds and expands momentum, and not you. There is a momentum when there's togetherness. There's a momentum when there is a lot of activity happening. There's a momentum or synergy. There's a fire that will be ignited when, because of the system, when we build it and expand it among us, right? And then it will fire up other people. Look at their team. Look at those people. Look at that group. Then the conviction will begin, and it will sustain the lifeblood of your business. Because when there's a conviction, then they say, like, what am I doing? Why am I sitting on a great opportunity? I should start moving. I should start, like, calling. I should start picking up my phone and inviting people that are important to me, and I want them to know what I have is a gem, right? So where amateurs start their transition to become pro. You did not become pro just like that. Everybody has their humble beginning. Everybody, have a road to success, right? A ladder to reach, right? So we are all amateurs in the beginning, and then there's a transition that will happening, and repetition will happen, and on and on and on we do. We start being a host, and then from there we become a presenter. These are all available for everyone. This, and then we become QT, right? And it is the reason why, because we wanted to be known by our, we wanted to be known by everyone that you're available to help out. It is not available to boast that, hey, I'm better than you. No, I look at it as like, I am doing this because I want our team to know that I'm here for them. When everyone starts to know my name, like, and I met some of you in the headquarters opening. It was lovely. It's such a great spirit. And then once you start doing it over and over again, I get to call Maria Baptiste as the powerhouse lady, full of life, full of, like, excitement. I get inspired when I see Mavis, like, at her age, and Ati Rufina and Ati Connie, right? Where you get noticed by the company as well. I get, the privilege to speak to SVP Sanas and our CEO, Ramin, which, as they always make themselves available and greet everybody. Such a humble servitude spirit. So another one that can help us for our success with Opulence opportunity is the best promotions and deals that are offered that we can execute to make what? To make profit, right? To grow our team, to grow our business, to help our teammates to know that there are available promotions and deals that they can take advantage with, right? And so for that, like, they get the best product for their dollar, basically, right? And our product is something you can appreciate. It's so beautiful. Sometimes at night I go in and just gather all my the things that I bought, like, jewelries and stuff that I bought from a person, and I just admire them. I feel like $1 million already. Where duplication starts and your business grows automatically and exponentially, right? Because one way or another, this person may not be that person that you expect to explode, but this person knows someone, that this someone has a good relationship with the person that you recruited. So we call that tap rooting, you know what I mean? Then they will start to see, being that they already know the business, then they will just duplicate what you're doing. So it's very important to be coachable, because if if the team that you have under you, or the people around you, will see that you as a leader, you're not coachable, guess what? That's what they're going to duplicate, right? So duplication starts with the servitude spirit. Start with a humble spirit. Be a product of the system. Be a student of the system. And your business will grow automatically and exponentially, because everybody is good for the taking to become a leader. And then you become a hero on the stage and become the inspiration for your team. So having said that, we have the first 30 days action plan. Week 1, go through the launchpad training with your upline or company training calls. This is very mandatory. On week 2, you conduct your first 2. Like, why? Because for your first 2 online, don't just get stuck with 2, right? Remember the 2 left and right? So I say this, like, from your 2, teach the people to get their 2, and then on, right? So there goes your opulence.com username opportunity, or in person using your tour. If you can't do that, just plug them in into the video presentation. Sorry, so I will go back there again. And then on the first 30 days, register to become a host, a QP, and attend an Opulence Bootcamp training, right? Every bootcamp has its own flavor to taste. Every bootcamp has its own beauty and has its own, what you call this one, education powerhouse that you will learn. Like, the last one, I really appreciate what LD4 did with the pitfalls of, the pitfalls of the comp plan, right? So it's very important. So on our post-launch, right, there are 10 actions you must take for proper start. You order your inventory. How can you run a business with no products? You order your product to show that you have it, to show that you're a product of the product, right? So you order your inventory. You must have an inventory. Just imagine if you open up a Tim Hortons, there's no donuts, neither coffee. That's a shame, isn't it? So be a product of your product. Visit your opportunity page, right? And and again, like, you share your video tour and review your PowerPoint. Complete the Opulence Commandments. We walked through with that already. Open your welcome pack. Set up your tour flip chart if you have one. And like what I said, I look at this as like, my napkin presentation. If you have to, do that. Message your my 5 uplines and all top leaders just to say hello. And Rene is the one who always say, hello, everyone. And then there goes his pitch, right, for the morning. I thank you. I thank him for that, because it wakes us up all the time and say, oh my God, I forgot. Oh my God, this is the training, the session for the Zoom. Oh my God, we have a meeting and stuff like that. Work for yourself, but not by yourself. That means we work smart. Okay. So then you book appointments. Okay. Why do we need appointments? Because this is where our business will start to grow, right? Whether it is a product or business. Or I always say this: when there is an appointment given to us, it is an opportunity to close a sale. So appointment can be a phone call. When I call them, like, sometimes in our clinic there's some people that will call me in and say that they are a family of this and would like to do a bioscan. And then from there, I give them my spiel about the importance of fountain of light. But I call also people that I know to and I invite them to come to our Wednesday meeting in person if they want to. So booking appointments give us the opportunity to close a sale. So make sure that it is done. Conduct daily tours. You and your qualified upline, using a book or a tour in person, wherever it is, when there's opportunity, just call them. And then and my husband is good at this, because he always he always call Dr. Henry and Renee for this one. But conduct your daily tours, share your testimonials, right? And like what I said, this is a fad now. This is now where the people attest or get some stories, like, share your testimonials. And we do have many testimonials to share. Just share that and put it in your wall. And then whether it's your Facebook at Fountain of Life and Divine, we have an official page. I gave you that in the contact list. Please, click on that link and then just share your testimonials. If you do have one in your, in your team or in your group, share that so that we can share it also with others, and that will generate sales. You close your tools with tools. three-way qualified uplines and offer current promotions, right? Three-way your upline, three-way someone that know what's going on. Sometimes we call VRAC, sometimes we call, Renee most of the time, and Dr. Henry most of the time. And, we close them with things that just to make sure that the promotion is still on. And it's better to have that and let them hear our upline. But at the same token, we challenge ourselves not to be too dependent, because we're not the only teammate that they have. Support, follow, app, and duplication. Again, invite prospects to the next training and they will launch and also set the right duplication process. All right, so I know it's 9:55 already, and my time is confined to 1 hour. I do hope that I shed some light. I would love to go through with section 4, but for the sake of our time, I will probably just do this next training schedule, and that will be next Tuesday, to finish up a couple of slides more with you, and then we can do that. So if there's any question, host, I'm gonna give it back to you, and I am here to answer that.
Yes, it seems like it's very clear, Naida. No question in our Q&A. And I would say, wow, wonderful, very energized, very powerful. Okay, everyone, I believe then we will continue in our next Tuesday Launchpad training again, right?
Yes, and I
Okay,
will try my best to go to as more slides as we can. I just wanted to emphasize the importance of our opulence commandments, and
right,
it's a great start for everyone to understand what the system that we have, and so that duplication will be easier for everybody to execute in their business. But of course, I'm sure that, most of the people that are in here are already members, right? If there are new members, again, welcome to you all, and welcome to and this is very, very important for all of us to be together
yeah,
in every webinar. Why? Because whatever maybe you have learned from me, or whatever we have heard from Rico, or from LD4 Renee, it is an absolute powerful tool, in addition to the tool that has already been given to us by the company. The company always making sure that we, as their members, right, are impacted with necessary tools. That's why forensic tools of our CEO is being implemented here. Why? Because he's a
right,
proven icon of success, right? Because he implemented this to himself, and so he wished that we all are going to do this ourselves as well. And like I said, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's a system in place already. From the pack that we bought, right? Everything is
yeah,
already included in there, but it is up to us to unleash it. It's up to us to use it, right? It's up to us to exercise the power of the tools that we have, which is already available for us for the taking, right? And of course, like what I
exactly,
said, repetition, repetition, repetition. At the end, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. The belief that we have with our company, the belief that we have in our business. Of course, you can take the horse to the water, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. So it's important for all of us to know that the company is there, the corporate is there. There's different areas, different segments, but it is not complicated. They make it as simple as it is so that it can become duplicatable, right?
right, yes,
So
of
that's
course.
like, we are, I hope that everybody are able to learn something tonight, right? And I just
Definitely.
thank
Yes.
you so much for having me. Thank you everybody for all your comments. And
Yes.
and we all are leaders in the making. We all are great people. We
Yes.
all have we all have our own strengths and great values to share. to grow the company. And my story may be applicable to the people in Thailand. Maybe the story of Thailand team may be applicable to somewhere in Middle East. You don't know who
Exactly.
you're gonna touch, right? So it is important for all of us to support one another. Yes, we all are aspiring to become lifestyle director 3, lifestyle director 4, even like, to receive the presidential award. But there is work to be done. There is work to
Yeah.
be done, not just by you, but from the duplication that will happen, because you are a product of the system. Be a product of the product, because this is where it is important to know that you're not doing it yourself. You want to be able that your teammates will be able to duplicate you. And so I thank you. I thank you to all of you.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
Good
Thank you
night.
very much. Thank you. Naida, you're wonderful. Your energy and your wow, 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 all the training. Even though, like you said, we always go through this training together, right? Some of us have been here a while and we know this. Still, each time of our trainer who come and walk us through this training, always, right? Always there's different tips, different style of working. That's why we all learn. And my God, I've noted down 3 pages, A4 3 pages. And I love it the way you emphasize, like you said, right? And the 2-minute story is so important. Right. Thank you very much. And let me just now on the time is 13 minutes past the hour. Just want to say thank you very much, everybody. Wonderful time. Just before we leave, Naida, would you have maybe a word for all of us until
Thank
we
you
meet
very
again?
much once again. Thank you for wherever you are part of the world. We are all in this together. Don't do it all for yourself by yourself. We are all here for each other. And so, of course, it is again an honor to be your trainer for tonight's call. And I do wish that all of us will rise up. We are the rising superstars of this company. Be encouraged, and and we owe it to our great CEO and SVP that has also been there and serving us. So I wish everyone the best and the best of the best. You know why we have the best company? And you know what do they have? Because we are their best of the best of the best. And
I
so
love
tell
that.
yourself that. All right.
Yes.
So we are the product of the best, and we will move forward with the best it can offer. So I express my love to all of you and my prayers to everyone. Let's make it happen. Let's work hands together and work hard and play hard. I love you all. Thank you. Next.
Naida, we have to do this. We have to do this. We will do
Well, of
together
course,
one
we're
team,
gonna
one dream, one system to the
make sure
billion,
that
right?
this is
Shall
our
we?
song. Let's go.
One,
One
two,
team,
three. One
one
team,
team,
one
one dream,
dream, one
one
system
system.
to
Build a
the billion.
billion. All right.
See you, everyone.
Love you
See you.
all.
Thank
Love you.
you.
Bye.
Oh, well, hang on. I got one question just pop up.
All
All
right.
right. The renewal is extended and thought it ended September 15th. Oh,
I don't know if it's extended because they said it's September 15. But the best thing we can do is just call the head office just to make sure, because I don't want to be promising something that it is not there anymore. And the fact that it is September 15, normally they have a leeway on that, but I'm not sure. So my best thing is that for you to just call the head office. All right. I love you.
all right.
See you
Thank you
then.
very
Okay.
much.
Take care,
Okay, love
everybody.
you
All
guys.
right.
Thank you
Thank you.
very
Bye bye.
much. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.